Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Ahead will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Rams. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And he more than did his part of the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
Back to throw, and it's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. They'll set up to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt.
The Rams take over 1st and 10.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
The 28-yard line.
Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Daniil Hunter on the stop. It's a gain of 7.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. K.J. Osborne deep for Minnesota. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. 2nd and 6. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. They're going to look to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw. Fitzgerald on the slant. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald, 42 yards. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10. At their own 18.
And now out comes Minnesota. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
They start the drive with Cook. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And it's caught. And the Rams are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a first down. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
Well, we got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
It means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people and power his way forward.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. Good to make it 14-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Osborne elects not to return it. The Vikings ready to go again on offense. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Vikings on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
It's 2nd and inches at the Rams' 18-yard line.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Let's go.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Minnesota.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And he took the ball off course.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
Austin Seibert on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
Vikings 3.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, like I said, he's looked pretty good to this point. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
To 2nd and 10.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll right, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On play action, they'll throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Larry Fitzgerald with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams add on to their lead. McLaughlin for the extra point. And it's 21-3. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Shedding the tackle. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking sideline, incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And let's look at their passing game, more specifically their receiving game. These guys have been great out wide.
I'm with you on that one. We'll look at it and we'll enjoy it and actually marvel at it. These guys are making every catch possible. Boy, have they been fun to watch in this game.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards to gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he fires one incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This fourth and final matchup on this divisional round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's NFC divisional round game. And it was the Dallas Cowboys who are moving on to the next round as they knock off the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And our focus now moves on to Larry Fitzgerald. And his 2 touchdowns, a big reason they're winning right now.
So meaningful when you score and it's got your team out there in front. Changes the complexion of everything you're doing. It's one thing to score garbage time, but these count. This is a big deal, and he's making those types of plays, and I think they'll keep finding ways to get it to him.
I was just going to say, probably going to go back to him. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
At their own 20-yard line.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Vikings.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. Now a handoff looking right. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
The pass complete to number 28. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
And he's got Fitzgerald. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. So another snag for Fitzgerald, who in 2015 became the youngest player at age 32 to hit 1,000 receptions. He's piling up some more.
Well, the way he's playing today, it's almost like he's trying to get a 2,000 just in one contest. And when they're operating this well and clicking like that, well, that's a big reason why they're winning the game.
They'll look to throw now on first down. This is caught, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From 13 yards out, and the Rams add on to their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line.
It's over, let's dominate.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Rams getting set to go now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
On the coverage.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
A 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defense coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Osborne elects not to return it. And now out comes Minnesota. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Cook. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
2nd and 9 now.
2nd and 9 at the 47.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 27-yard line. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
John Johnson on the coverage.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Going for it all.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brought him down. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situation.
This is caught inside the 15. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
And that ball traveling 68 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back back to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From 13 yards out. And this offense is running away with this one. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Back to throw now on 1st down. This one brought in by Jefferson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Setting up the screen for Cook. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
To Calvin Cook. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll run with Cook. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
They try again with Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. And they're going to get it. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. This a 33-yard attempt. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
42. Vikings 9.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
21-yard line.
Getting set to go again, we get a peek at Larry Fitzgerald as he heads back out there now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Going to give this time to the tailback. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have a Rams first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
5-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, you've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.